how I came to salvation with God. So a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but how I came to salvation was back in 2018. I recently just started college, become an automotive technician. And during my second month of school, I figured out that my dad was end up going to pass away. My dad was a very heavy drinker during that time, and when he passed away, I was lost in life. I was going through a real difficult time. Not only that, but I had also become a very heavy alcoholic as well during my years in college. And my roommate, Will, who I still keep in contact with this day, was a devout Christian and was also one of those roommates that I had that didn't want to see me go down that dark, troubling path. He told me, either you straighten up or get out of the apartment. And how I did that was he took me to his church that he had actually started going to, which was Word of Life Ministries back in Parker, Colorado, which most of you guys don't know this, but I went to Denver for school. No, it wasn't CU Boulder by any chance. That was way before Deion Sanders' time. But if you guys get college football by any but after that, I had recently came back home, and when I came back home, I didn't know where to go to for church. And it was actually my third to last month, I saw a video for this place by a guy by the name of Seymour. If you guys don't know who Seymour is, he did a lot of VRChat community videos and stuff like that. Elena knows who Seymour is. I'm pretty sure Phantom and Falling Star know who Seymour is. Even Cheddar's pretty sure knows who Seymour is. And when I got back home from college, I had taken a much-needed break. I needed to relax. I needed to recuperate. And most importantly, I had to get back to adjusting to the central time zone from being in mountain time zone. And then after that, back in 2021, I had officially came to VRChat, which since then has been the beginning of my itinerary here. And it's been the best decision that I've ever made in my entire life. So glad that I'm so grateful that I was able to come here with all you amazing people here. And so far, my walk with God has been phenomenal lately. I mean, I just started this job. I recently got into boxing, and with that, I thank God each and every day that I have the ability to walk with Him through these troubling times, whichever times I may be going through, good, bad, downright horrible, whichever it may be. God has been there by my side through every step of the way. And I'm so grateful for that. And the stories that have moved me from God, Cheddar's, I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean like a specific verse or?
One more time the question?
Specific stories that have made God move on me. Or however
just like, some people have testimonies of like God healed them, or God really showed you a life-changing moment where, like, hey, I was reading the Bible one day and this verse popped out to me and became a life verse for me that I now live my life off of. Or like big major moments where God became real to you, for example. Anything like that. I don't know. Or maybe you saw someone who, like, in that, how God provided for that person, or that person's faith, made things happen, how that inspired you. That could be another example. And if Alina wants to add anything to that, feel free.
Yeah, a great example. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did God help you to get through that dark period? Did He play a role for you in getting away from the addiction to alcohol? It sounds like He played a role, but I mean, this is your testimony. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
yes, He actually did. And there was actually a specific verse that stuck out to me and I still live by this verse every single day. It's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7. The testing and trials of fire by purification that purifies gold. And because of that verse, I still live through each and every day. I know God is testing me, and I know God is going to continue to test me, but at the same time, I know that I'm going to pass every single trial and tribulation that God has set through that verse, which is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 7. And yeah, that's pretty much my testimony. And thank you all so much for listening. I